Hi. I'm a little bit early, so I'll give it just a couple of minutes. I'll give it just a couple of minutes here. Let everyone join. Actually made it on by 3 o'clock. Getting better at Instagram. There's hope yet. Hi Corinna, what are you up to today? Just going to send that off to share that there. Right, got it. Trying to finish a sweater. Yeah, that's my next cast on. Have a sweater I intended to get done over the winter. Didn't quite make it. Last sleeve, yay! That's exciting, because then you know you're very close. Okay, so it's just after 3. I'm Jules from Jules Makes, and this is the weekly shop update for the last week and the last day of March, and I have some big news. I'm going to share some of the projects that I'm working on as well, but first we'll do the big news because it's exciting, but it's also really fast. I made an announcement last week that I was closing the storefront, which is still the case. So I've been packing and cleaning and organizing and getting ready, and actually yesterday the building manager came in and said that they have someone they believe is interested, and there's a little bit of work that needs to be done, so how soon can I be out? And I had told them, you know, the landlord is extremely nice, so they've been great to work with, and was no pressure at all. So I'm working to be out before the weekend is over, and it's moving very quickly because there is another business here in town, Belfast Fiber Arts. You should be able to find, if you just search Belfast Fiber Arts, if you Google it, they should come right up. They are a business that's not on Main Street in Belfast. Belfast is kind of set up so that Main Street is where everybody goes. And then there's a cross street that is High Street. And then this little street that I'm on is an angle street that's off of Main Street. So High Street is not the main drag in Belfast, but it's just off of Main Street. So very accessible, lots of exposure. And Alice Seeger runs Belfast Fiber Arts. She is a wonderful person. I met with her, spoke with her, and we're both very excited to announce that I am going to go in with Alice at Belfast Fiber Arts. So I will still have a place here in Belfast, so to speak. I will have my mending and alterations services still available. It will just be done through the Belfast Fiber Arts site, and she's got a great facility there, so we will have changing room space if we need to do measurements and such like that. I also will have a great space to keep my sewing unit together and have all my sewing machines, sergers, all of that together, and my ironing station. So that's the really important piece for my business right now is to have a space where I can keep my sewing, embroidery, mending and alterations set up and ready to go, because that's mostly what I'm doing. So I'm very excited that I will still have a space in Belfast. A lot of the people that have been bringing me mending and alterations have been right from the Belfast area, so I'm very happy that I will be able to keep a space right here in Belfast where people can still bring their mending and alterations. I will also have my stitch markers, progress keepers, masks at Belfast Fiber Arts as well. Eventually I hope to do classes. She has a great space there that is going to be wonderful for classes. So as soon as things are in a position where we can do more than one-on-one classes, that will be an excellent space for that. We're both so excited that she's ready for me Friday. So I was planning to be closed tomorrow anyway. I'm getting my first vaccine dose, and so today actually will be the last day that I will have the storefront here where I am open, and it's actually quite bare. I've done a lot of packing and moving things out already, so I really anticipate that unless there's really adverse reactions with the shot, which I don't expect, but if I'm really put down, then I may not be able to move everything in on Friday as I expected, but I do fully expect to be out of this space before the weekend is over. So it's been great being here in this space. It really is a cute little space. So I think that whoever gets the space next is going to be nice. It's a cozy, homey feeling little space, and I've had a great year here. But I'm really excited to partner with Alice at Belfast Fiber Arts. She's got some amazing, excellent ideas. There are some wonderful fiber artists that are working in the space there, and I hope that we can do a lot more of that, and do classes, fairs, shows. All those things are going to come back eventually, so I'm really excited and hopeful to be working with Alice on all those fun things. So that is the big announcement. Like I say, after today, I won't be putting up the open closed sign, and there really won't be much here to shop for. So if you're local in the area and you want to drop by today, it's pretty much your last opportunity to shop here. And it's going to be very limited because I have packed a lot of things already. So anyway, nice, fun changes, you know, big news. Everything happens for a reason. I truly feel like I got this space for this past year. Lots of experience, lots learned, and you know, just a stepping stone to the next plan. So everything works out for a reason. So I'll show you some of the things I've been working on. I do have a finished object, and finished finally, because I did get it blocked now. So this is my hiking reindeer cowl, and I really am so happy with how it turned out. The hiking reindeer is a pattern by the Twisted Yarn Co. or get Twisted Yarn. Find it at the theTwistedYarn.com. Oh my. Yeah, and I think actually mine turned out very similar to the sample there. It takes just 2 skeins, not even 2 full skeins of fingering weight yarn. I used 2 done roving yarns. I used one that that's called Ebony. So that is this one. And it looks almost solid, but it's really kind of an ombre. Like you can see down, whoops, you can see down here a little bit. Okay, at the bottom. In the ribbing, you can see there's a little bit of variation. And I like that because I feel like it kind of plays with the light showing through the trees and things like that. The other fingering weight that I used was the natural organic U, and it was in the Clowning Around colorway. That is their 100% merino, 300 yards on 2 ounces. And it's a very soft, luscious yarn. And Polygist is amazing with the colors. I mean, this almost looks the same. It's two-sided, and it almost looks the same on both sides. It's just like this pattern was made for that yarn. It turned out very good. The only thing I'm concerned with this being a cowl, you're really not going to see that pattern very well. And that kind of makes me sad after all that work. So my plan, I think, is that I am going to make an I-cord or similar cord and put through just this ribbing at the top here so that I can wear it as a hat. I think you'll actually see more of the pattern if it could be worn as a hat. So I'm going to try that, and I will share it on here once I get something woven through that ribbing, and we'll see how it works out as a hat. All that work, it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I hate to have it lost by wearing it as a cowl. So that's a finished object. And then I have, working on the Austin socks. I did on the Nutty Nitty Sisters YouTube channel. I did an unboxing of my first ever Yarnable box for the March colorway. Was Celtic Fairy. Beautiful blues and greens. It's almost like a neon yellow pop in there, and black. It's just got some great colors in it. So I have made some pretty good progress on my socks. I've got the leg all done. This yarn is really busy, so you don't see a lot of the pattern, but I haven't tried this particular pattern, so I figured I'd give it a try. And then I've got the heel turn and picked up my stitches and just starting to get around with the instep and the sole of the foot. And I'm not going to continue the pattern in the instep and the sole of the foot, so I can just stocking it away until I get that sock done. So yeah, I'm very happy with the yarn. It's a nice bouncy, and it's a really nice yarn. I think it's going to make great comfy socks. Got my little progress keeper from the March Yarnable box. The black, I'm actually doing contrasting heels and toes. Forgot to mention that. Contrasting heels and toes. I did not do a cuff. I wanted to leave the cuff in the Yarnable March colorway. So the ebony that I have left from the Hiking Reindeer cowl is going to be my heels and toes on the Austin socks. All right, and then I have been working on the Blue Water Wrap by Tressa Widnar. I believe that's how you pronounce it, I hope. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cowl. Lots of texture, and it's a very fun pattern. Enough texture, and following the chart, there's enough patterning there that it keeps you engaged, but it's not difficult at all. And you're casting on 110 stitches, so it's not like you're working across a shawl or something with 400, 500, 600 stitches. So you just about get that pattern memorized, and then, oh, look, I'm at the end of the row. Time for the next row. And I am very happy with all of the texture and the designs. I think they're just beautiful. And I am, let's see, well into my third, I call it sequence. There's 3 patterns, and you do a repeat of those 3 patterns 5 times. So I'm calling each of those repeats a sequence, and I'm well into that 3rd sequence. So I'm over halfway now. The yarn that I'm using is, it's called Just Yarn. Let's see if I can find the tag here. Just Yarn. It's a DK 100% merino, and it's very plump. It's 6 plies. I thought it was 8 plies, but it's actually 6 plies, so it makes it very springy and very bouncy. So it's giving me really good stitch definition. So I was very happy about that. Very surprised and very happy about that. So those are my works in progress, other than making the move. So thank you so much for joining me for my update. I hope everyone is as excited about the news as I am, and I will keep you posted as things progress. I think there's some very, very good things to come. I know Alice and I both are very tickled about the partnership and what might be coming down the line. So again, thank you for joining me, and follow me on Instagram, jules.makes on Instagram, and I am Jules Larrabee on Ravelry. There is a page there for the Jules Makes group. I think it's just called Chatterbox, Jules Makes Chatterbox. And Facebook, you can also find the shop as Jules Makes as well. And more information about all the new ways that you may be able to find me too, once we get all the details worked out and I get moved into Belfast Fiber Arts. But I do expect that by next week, things will be well underway and settling into Belfast Fiber Arts. And so next Wednesday's shop update, weekly update, we'll have more information for you about that. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Hopefully you're getting some spring weather. I am seeing the little green buds on the trees. The weather is getting milder, feeling a little bit of heat from that sun. So all good things. So enjoy whatever the rest of your week brings. I hope it's wonderful. So stay healthy, stay safe, and have a great rest of your week. Thanks for joining. Bye.